You may remember me from my television shows in the 1980s and 90s, and now I host a regularly live-streamed virtual magic showcase featuring some of the greatest magicians in the world. Welcome to Dr. Michael's Friday Night Wizard Emporium. Welcome, everybody, to our show, the Friday Night Wizard Emporium. We're so glad you can make it this day. We have some incredible performers, and starting off is one of my favorites, the great Paul Abbey. Let's put our hands together for Paul Abbey.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back to Surrey, UK, where I'm recording from tonight. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the wonderful places that I've been. I've travelled all over the world. I've travelled to America 3 times. I've been all over Europe. And I've even been on the cruise ships between Finland and Sweden. And on these journeys that I go on, I like to pick up some wonderful little gifts. And I brought this beautiful silk handkerchief, which I gave to my lovely friend Teresa, who's here tonight to help me with this wonderful effect. And I'm sure you don't mind if I borrow this just for the duration of this very carefully. This is beautiful silk. It comes all the way from Paris. It's even got the name on the corner here, embroidered in the corner, and it's up here. There it is. It's Paris, High Street, Guildford. Oh, yeah, which you're not supposed to know. Sorry about that. But it's a beautiful silk handkerchief, and the shop is great because they sell bags and shoes and handkerchiefs and everything. Anyway, so this is a beautiful little trick that I'd like to show. Well, is it a trick? It's not really a trick. It's not really magic. It's more of a puzzle. And I'm even going to show you how to do this. But as long as you keep it a secret, otherwise I'll get kicked out of the magic circle. So the whole idea of this is you tie this very loose. It'll only work with silk, not chiffon, not rayon or polyester. It's got to be silk. And the whole idea is the silk is very slippery. And this trick is about when a knot is not a knot. It's when it's not.
Not a knot.
Like that. Now, a lot of people go, wow, that was so fast. Do it again. So I'm going to do it again slowly for you so I can explain how this works. You have to do the knot very loose, otherwise it won't work. Simple as that. You have to do it loose. And the whole idea is that the silk has got its own weight. So the whole idea is eventually, as you shake this, the knot gets tighter and tighter and just flops off the bottom. It flops off your bottom. It does. But I'll do it one more time and see if you can see it go. Here we go. See if you can see as it gets tighter and tighter. This is really difficult to do slowly because it happens like that and just drops away. Now, Teresa and I met at a dance, and I wanted to give her a little gift before we started dancing, and I wanted to give her a thing called a cassard. You don't know what that is? Look it up. Okay, and it's what you do when you give a lady a gift so that she becomes your dance partner for the evening, and it kind of works like this. So what I wanted to do was give her this lovely handkerchief and tie it around her wrist, not too tight, but just firm enough so it's going to be on there. And then I wrapped it round to be absolutely doubly sure. And to be triply sure, I put a couple of knots in the top of the handkerchief like this. And then we could go for a dance. And we did. We were dancing. We're dancing all evening like this. Now, I get a little bit kind of overexcited with this stuff. And Teresa got a bit tired and she wanted to sit down. And I wouldn't let her. I said, no. You're my dance partner. You've got to keep dancing. And then out the corner of my eye, I noticed she was trying to undo the handkerchief. Oh, no, you can't do that. And I carried on dancing. Then I realised that she reached over to the dining table to pick up a knife to try and cut the handkerchief. And I went, no, you can't do that. This is really expensive. It's silk. It comes all the way from
Paris?
Guildford. So then she remembered, hey, when I first met Paul, he taught me a trick because he does magic. And she was able to grab hold of the knot there and without me noticing, pulled the thing straight through her wrist while I still had her hand in my hand. And here's the really bizarre thing. The handkerchief is still tied with a really strong knot, or was it? Or was it just an illusion? In fact, was it one of these weird esoteric things in life that you just wonder what it's all about? Well, you know, she did get the handkerchief back. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
And there we go. That's Paul Abbey from the UK, everybody. We're pleased and excited to jump, to fly, if you will, from the UK virtually over to the US, where we have someone I enjoy. I've enjoyed seeing him many times on the Open Mic Magic Theater. Look it up on Facebook every Wednesday. And his sense of humor is wonderful. Let's put our hands together now for the great John Hutzabo.
Thank you, Dr. Likey. And let me just say, that's going to be a tough act to follow, but I'll try. If there are any magicians in the audience and you've never received a standing ovation while performing, just remember, just about every venue has a fire alarm you can pull. Just saying. I brought one of my very favorite toys. I don't know if you guys recognize this. Everybody know what this is? A lot of people say it's a Rubik's Cube. It's actually a Rubik's Cube for idiots because it's all one color, so you can't screw it up. And this doesn't actually do what a Rubik's Cube does, but what it does do is kind of interesting because you can turn it inside out again and again and again. And I asked the guy who was selling these, how in the world did they come up with something that you can turn inside out again and again and again? He goes, well, normally I don't tell you till you bought one, but I'll let you in on the secret. See, it's got this piece in it. Without that, it's just a little red cube. And I said, well, that's pretty amazing. He goes, yeah, but we're having a special today only. You get 2 little red cubes for the price of 1. And I said, well, I do like a bargain. He goes, but it gets even better because you can take this little red cube, fold it like that. You can take this little red cube, fold it like that. Now you got 2 of these little meteor-looking things. You can do a juggling act, or you can give them to your girlfriend to wear as an attractive set of earrings. And I said, wow, I am definitely going to get one of those. He goes, well, I'll be happy to sell you one. There's only one problem. And I said, what's that? He said, putting the stupid thing back together takes like an hour or 2. But aside from that, it's a very nice little toy. So I also brought one of the magician standards. I have here 4 rings of purest gold, which I had chrome plated to protect them. Now, this ring has a soft spot right here, and this ring has a soft spot right there. And if you just bump them together, you can actually make it look like the 2 rings link together. So we have 2 rings linked together. Oops. Little sloppy, but 2 rings linked together. 4 rings linked together. Now getting them apart is a little more difficult, but the first one is pretty easy. Second one is a little bit harder, but not that much. It's these last 2 rings that have been driving magicians crazy for years. But I think I finally figured out if you just give them a little rub, give them a little blow, the 2 rings come apart cleanly. So that's the mystery of the linking rings. Let me just put it back here. Oh, and I just remembered, I do have one more linking ring move, and it's kind of a work in progress, but you guys seem like a really good audience, so I'll give it a try. You need a piece of rope to do this, but I got the rings. Let me just back up a little bit and go like this. And that is the mystery of the linking rings. I thank you for your kind attention.
Wonderful, wonderful. John Huxtable from the US. Let's hear it for him again. Yay. So, John, this is a question I'll be asking most of our performers this day or this night, depending on when you're watching this. Simply, cards or coins?
Coins, definitely. Um,
Why? Why?
I actually give a lecture. I call it my ABC lecture. It's anything but cards. And the problem is, somebody pointed out once there are like a total of 3 card tricks. Either you get the cards to do something unusual, or you have someone pick a card and then you find it in an unusual manner, or, I forget what the third one is. But if you look at every card trick and you judge them by those 3 criteria, there's a million ways to do each of those, but there's only 3 card tricks. Where coins, you got a little more flexibility. You can do transpositions, you can do teleportations, you can do vanishes, you can do productions. And coins are a very pretty prop. If you got a bright spotlight, they're shining in the sun, they're all, chrome plated or whatever. And I just like the musical clink that coins make when they drop them in a bucket or in a glass or something like that. So I tend to do coins just because everybody else does cards. So you want to stand out. I try to do the weird things that people are not as familiar with. So does that answer your
Very
question?
cool. Very cool. Yeah, there's a bit of a saying that as magicians, we're either cards or coin men. And for me, I've always been entranced or ensconced by, help, get me out of here, with cards, really, and coins on a secondary level. But thanks to what you just said, I may be revisiting coins again. So
I
once
convinced
again,
you. I made
thank you so,
a convert.
thank you. Yeah, really. Thank you for joining us this day. Let's put our hands together once more for John Huxtable from the US. Yay. The US, yay. All right. And now jumping back to the UK, we have a wonderful guest who is also no stranger to the Wednesday show on Facebook, the open mic rather, Magic Theater. And we're very grateful that he provides videos for this show as well. I'm speaking, of course, of the great Peter John from the UK. Let's put our hands together for him. Peter John.
As some of you know, I do quite a lot of different dice tricks. And to save losing in a little dice box, and you notice they're well muddled up with different scores on the top. One of my magic dice is here, and whatever number I put on the top creates a magic influence to the dice underneath. So for example, if I put a 3, now let's have a 6, because if we're playing a game, 6 would be useful, double 6 to start with. And so now, a little shake, and you will see they all have changed to 6s. And that is my magic dice.
Yay. Let's put our hands together again for the great Peter John from the UK. Um, I've just been notified. I got this great carrier pigeon message for everyone to have a pen and paper handy. Let me just double check that. Yes. Could you ask everyone to have a pen or a Sharpie and paper for later? And you guys will see why. I'd like to, I don't know if Peter John is actually in the house and available. for a quick chat. That would be
Yes, I'm here.
wonderful if he is. Yay. There
Yes,
you
I don't.
are.
Can you hear my volume? Is it?
Yep, yep, your volume's
Oh,
fine. Your
excellent.
volume's fine. And I did get your message, Peter John, about the volume on the video.
I think it's just
Alas,
on the
it was
video.
too late. It
Too
was
late.
too late. But I know you want to share something else with us. You messaged me the other day, and it sounded very, very interesting.
Was that about the Harry Potter? I have here a Harry Potter card. In England, I've changed cameras. Can you still hear me?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Harry Potter, well known, I think there's 7 films and some follow up films. And you can get Harry Potter cards with various backs. That's one with photographs. There's also a pack with, I know there are magicians listening, so you can get so called Sven packs. And that's a many tickle, which I can explain later in the chat. And what happens is, I can get in front of the camera without shining, there are scenes taken from the films. So some of them, this pack in particular, you can see are photographs, and some are line drawings. So it's a variety. But there's
Very
also,
nice.
I have at least 7 different backs. Some actually come in a nice
Oh,
thin
wow.
box. And I
Very
have a
neat.
circular pack, which I'll show another time. Some in square tins. These, the faces, are the 4 suits of the 4 houses at Hogwarts, and the pips are miniature emblems of the emblem of the house. For those people in America, in England, sort of posh schools, or even the ordinary schools, have groups, and we call them houses. It's not a physical house, it's the term given to particular groups. And mostly you have 4 houses in a school, and they're used for competitions, sports, quizzes, etc. We'll explain more about that another time. This is a rather nice one, and it has the emblem on the back, and again it has the houses uh, on the pip side. In I think most of you around the world have heard of top trumps, and this one again, pictures from a film, but they've put the scores and the method of doing top trump games. I only got those recently. There's another one here. This is more of a plain design. Sorry, I have to tilt them because of the shine. Perhaps I should turn my floodlights off. And this one again is the houses. So you've got the 4 houses, Gryffindor, etc. And then this one has done little pips. I'll get it in view. There you go.
Ah,
A number of little pictures being the same as the value of the card. So it's quite nice. And it's not just
very,
children who
very
use these.
exciting.
Big collection for England. And I'm going to
Very,
send you a
very
video.
exciting.
I'll send you a video with a card trick using, I think you may already have received it.
I have. I believe we're going to share that on next month's Friday Night Wizard Emporium. So we'll look forward to that. And
Thank you.
let's put our hands together once again for the great Peter John from the UK. Yay. It's
Thank
always a
you
great
very much.
pleasure. Thank you, Peter
Thank you
John.
very much.
Thank you. How exciting is it to get Peter John on? He always has some wonderful, interesting props that are often hard to come by, both by regular people as well as magicians. So he's got a wealth of neat and fascinating things. So I believe it's my turn. I'm looking at my list, my roster, and my goodness, I stuck myself in the middle of the show. I would love to get somebody up to assist me in this. And as a person is being selected, I just want to preface this by saying whoa, there we go. It's Micah. That's what I want to say.
Ah,
How are you this day,
hey,
Micah?
hey, Doc,
Yay, we
how are
got
you? Yeah, the wiggly
the
fingers, the wiggly
fingers and
fingers, Doc, and the yeah.
the
It's so good to
uh,
see you, Doc.
same. It's always a pleasure and an honor to have you, first of
Thank
all, come
you.
by and visit, and let alone assist. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
Thank
was
you.
just going to say, I'd like to preface this next experiment of the mind by, and this might look familiar to you, I'm not sure if it does or not. It's got a bit of an Oriental or an Asian theme. This isn't Buddhism. This is something else. It's something that Tai Chi was derived from, and
Oh
various
yeah.
other, and Qigong and various other disciplines. However, because of the Asian theme, I thought I'd use it. And as well, um, we're going to use this Asian cloth with an Asian design. And if you look really closely, you can see dragons and other figures that are
Yeah.
actually relevant in martial arts, such as Kung Fu. And we're going to use as well the Buddha in a moment. I just want to emphasize to everybody, Mike, that we've prearranged
Yeah.
nothing. In other words, you don't know, you have no idea what I'm about to do.
That's correct. We have prearranged nothing.
And keeping that in mind, we'll be using a deck of playing cards, which is, whoa, there we go, which is a lot easier in our experiments of the mind to remember things by because of the various colors and numbers and symbols, etc. So,
Yeah.
I'd like you, if you will, wherever spirit strikes, pun intended, I'm going to ask you that you stop me as I deal through the cards
Stop, Doc. Stop.
right there. And I do want to
Yeah.
emphasize at this point that nothing was prearranged. I didn't ask you to stop me at any particular point in time. For example, the third or fourth card or eighth or tenth card. Is that correct?
That's correct. That was free will.
It certainly was. So. You stopped me at this card. We can all look at it. There's no blindfolds
Yeah.
necessary at this point. It's a Jack of Diamonds, and if you have a
Yeah.
memory like I do, I'm in trouble. So I'm going to ask you please to keep the Jack of Diamonds clear in your mind as we
Got
bury
it.
it somewhere into the middle of the pack. Will
Okay.
now spread the pack out as cleanly as I can. As a card person, you'll see how unadorned and unflourished this spread is. We're going
Yeah.
to use now the symbolism of the Buddha and the lights. And we'll just move this up a bit for a better view. And I'm hoping that you will be guided to say stop somewhere
Stop, Doc. Stop.
right there. So
Yes, please.
it's going to be your choice again, one of these three cards. So one, two, or three.
Let's go with two, please, Doc.
Two. Excellent. Excellent. It almost sounds like a meal on a menu. Would you like some from column A or some from column B or
Exactly.
etc. But you did specifically say stop. You did specifically, if you will, selected one of three cards as we narrowed it down. And at this
Yeah.
point, I have no idea. I really do not consciously remember what your card was. However, we did stop here again. Nothing was prearranged.
Correct.
What was the name of your card, please, Micah?
It was the Jack of Diamonds, Doc.
The Jack of Diamonds, and believe it or not, we
Nailed
did
it. Beautiful, Doc.
succeed. We did
Very nice.
succeed. Thank you
Thank
so
you, Doc.
much, Micah.
Thank
That's
you.
So greatly appreciated for your assistance this day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was touch and go there. I do have to admit, oftentimes experiments of the mind are iffy. We don't always succeed, and we're grateful when we do, especially when minds meld the way they just did. So, I see by my list we have another great magician, this time from the UK, and we're very blessed and fortunate to have him appear on our show, at least in video form. He's also no stranger to the Wednesday night show on Facebook. Look it up, Open Mic Magic Theater, RE, and in some cases, ER. I'd like us to put our hands together now for the great John the Great. He's our mate.
An empty tub. Okay, so we've got an empty tube here, and we've got a couple of sweets. Okay, don't know what sweets they are, but we've got a couple of sweets. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the sweet. Okay, so we're going to put one in, so bing, put the second one in, bang, boom, bing, bang, boom, and the sweets multiply. And you can have one at the end.
There we go. A quickie, but a good one. Let's all put our hands together for John the Great, shall we? He's our mate. All right. And there we go. I'd like now, while we're at it, to introduce our next guest, also by video. She is a regular. She's one of the co-hosts of the Wednesday night Open Mic Magic Theater show on Facebook. And we're very fortunate to at least have her in video form. She's often here in studio as well for a little interview. However, I know she's at a convention in Pigeon Forge, down in the States. Let's put our hands together for Robina the Enchantress. There we go. Yay. Robina the Enchantress from the US, everybody. And another reminder, please, to have a pen, a Sharpie, a pencil, a crayon, a lipstick, and a piece of paper. Not all of those, but something in which to write down something. We'll find out in a little while what it is. So please get ready for that. I know it will be worthwhile. And speaking of worthwhile, we have one of my favorite performers. They're all my favorites. I do love them all. Um, and I'm pleased and honored to count him as a friend, if he'll count me as a friend. Um, he's one of New York's greatest mentalists. Please, let's put our hands together for the great Tommy Burnett from the USA.
Thank you, Michael. I gotta get my lipstick ready for Kevin. Anyway, yeah. Well, so I'm gonna do something today that I've actually never done before. So I thought maybe it may be a good place because we're all going to learn how to do what I'm going to do today. And it came in the mail yesterday. I just opened the outside package and just was inside. And it came with an audio download. So, yeah, so hopefully you like what we're going to do. So, without any further ado, here we go.
Hello, and thank you for subscribing to the Acme Magic Trick of the Month Club. This is the first in a series of the amazing tricks you will receive. Do you have a problem being cool?
No.
Do you often long to be the center of attention? Do you wish that someone, anyone, would give you a standing ovation?
Yeah.
Well, Sparky,
Okay.
wish no more. With these tricks, you'll become a dazzling, graceful, and suave magician, and be able to amaze and amuse your friends for hours. Now open the contents of the box. We are now ready to begin the lesson. It is called The Mystery of the Vanishing Bandana. Pretty cool, right? You will be using a dark square cloth and a yellow bandana. Take out the yellow bandana and show it to the audience. Wave it up and down, from side to side, so everyone can see it's just an ordinary bandana. You can even tie it around your neck if you wish. Now fold it in half. That's right, I said fold it in half. There you go. Step 3. Fold the bandana one more time.
What?
Just do it!
Okay.
Step 4. Take the folded bandana and hide it in your left hand. Magicians call this move palming. Remember to keep your hand in a natural position. Now that you've mastered palming, we're ready to begin. Open up the folded bandana. Show the audience that it is an ordinary bandana by waving it up and down. If an audience member does not believe it is a real bandana, allow him or her to wipe their face with it. Step 6. Temporarily place the bandana on the table and pick up the dark square of cloth. Now bring the 4 corners together, creating a makeshift bag. Hurry up! We're running short on time. Using your left hand, pick up the bandana and fold it along the creases you made earlier. Now place the bandana into the folds of the makeshift bag. Step 8. From the outside of the bag, squeeze the bandana into a small little ball. Go ahead, squeeze it hard. What the audience doesn't know is that you did not really put the bandana in the bag at all.
What?
You kept it hidden in your left hand. What? You didn't really put it in there, did you? Remember palming?
Yeah.
Again, remember to keep your left hand held naturally. Step 9. Make a magical gesture over the bag. And for your grand finale, open the fabric showing the bandana has vanished and receive your well-deserved standing ovation. The people at the Acme Magic Trick of the Month Club realize that magic is a lot of hard work, and hard work will make you very hungry. So as an added bonus from our sister company, the Acme Fruit of the Month Club, please enjoy the enclosed complimentary banana. And remember, a good magician never reveals his secrets.
Man!
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I love that. You know what? I'm not just saying that to be nice. I'm not just saying that because you pay me to say nice things, but honestly, that is the best version of that effect I've ever seen anyone do. I think it's hysterical. And even I know Copperfield did a version of that, I think in the 80s,
Yeah,
with a Mr. Rogers theme. But
right.
that one beats all. I'm not just saying that, Tommy.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
so thank you.
a quick shout out to a dear friend of mine who passed away last year. Vic Michalowski did the voiceover for that for me many years ago. So yeah,
Ah,
it's a great routine. I love it.
it is. It's one of the best certainly of that effect that I've ever seen. And I
Oh,
love the twist at the end. I haven't seen that before, where the yellow handkerchief you've forgotten at the beginning. That's so funny. So I don't know if it's applicable to you or not because I've seen you mostly do mentalism, thought reading, bizarre magic, some beautiful things to music as well.
mhm.
But if you have a preference, let's chat about it briefly. Cards or coins?
Honestly, it depends on the venue. I've done both. Um, and I practiced both for many years. But it really depends on the venue for me. I have done color manipulation like on stage. Um, Colors are easier to see up close, so um, I used to do many Slagini type coin effects, and may one day do one on here or on open mic. Um, I, I need to practice because I haven't done it in 20 plus years, but I would love to show off my what little coin finesse that I may still have.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Um, I know you're available to do engagements. Certainly, when I say live, it sounds like I'm referring to, well, is this person dead or alive? But live meaning non-Zoom, as well as Zoom. I don't know if you actually do Zoom shows, if called upon. Do
I
you?
do, I do, yeah. I
All right
haven't done
then.
I haven't done any in about 6 months, but I'm planning on doing one soon. So yeah.
So let's say folks want to book you or chat with you. How can they get in touch with you? Ha
Yeah,
ha.
so um, some of this data is no longer true, but best way to do it is to call me at 929-641-8331 or go to my website, TommyBurnett.com.
Excellent. Yay. Thank you so much, Tommy, for agreeing to come on again this time. I know I always look forward to finding out what you're going to do on the Wednesday shows, the Open Mic Magic Theater. Look it up on Facebook. And it's always wonderful just seeing you and experiencing you as well. I want to thank you so much for again joining us this time. Let's put our hands together for the great Tommy Burnett.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Yay. So now, as we're running, if we haven't yet run to get our lipstick, or rather our marker or crayon or pen or pencil and a piece of paper at least, please do so now, because this next entertainer, who is, by the way, from the UK, is there are many mentalists, mind readers, thought readers, bizarre magicians all over the world in the UK, Canada, US. Um, but this person in particular, I'm also pleased to call him and honored to call him a friend. He may not consider me a friend, however, I consider him a friend. So at least it goes one way. He is one of the UK's greatest mentalists, please, and our great techie as well. We wouldn't have this show if not for him. That's the truth. Let's please put our hands together for the great Kevin Peel.
It's very strange, Michael. As the last person that called me a friend spelt it wrong. They spelt it FIEND. Yeah, I couldn't quite. I think they just made an honest mistake there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right. Okay. I'm going to need an assistant, and I can see the wonderful Holly is in the audience. So, you all right to give us a hand, Holly?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin.
Okay, let's just add you in. Okay, so I've got a couple of things to do. One of them, you'll need a paper and pencil, which I hope you got, or Sharpie and pencil.
Yep.
And a few other people, stick your hands up if you've got some, which we might use some of you as or adjudicators. That's a good word. There we are, Dr. Michael Week, Word of the Week, adjudicator. Right, so Holly, first thing we're going to do is something just nice and simple. We'll just see if we can create a moment of coincidence. Yeah?
Okay.
Give these cards a... So you can see they're nicely mixed. And we need a few. That'll do, I think. Okay. So, Holly, I've got a very simple job for you.
Okay.
I'm just going to take either 2, 4, or 6 cards. So, say you say 2, I'd take 2 and move them to the bottom. If you said 6, I'd take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and move them to the bottom. Okay. So give them a little mix up like that. So, Holly, how many should I move to the bottom?
3.
2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6.
Oh, 2, 4, 6. I'm already messing this up. Let's do 2.
So just do 2. Yeah?
Yeah.
So 1, 2. And again?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's not very exciting, is it?
I'm waiting.
So I thought what we'll do is every time you get to the number you've got, you're going to turn a card over like that, whatever is on top, and see. And once you can't turn any more over, that's where we'll stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn the card over. 2, 4, 6.
2.
2, 1, 2. Turn the card over. 2, 4, 6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Go, speed up.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All up. That one we can't turn over, so which is already turned over. So 2, 4, 6.
2.
1, 2. There we go. That one can. 2, 4, 6.
2.
1, 2. There we go. We can turn that one over. 2, 4, 6.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. No. 2, 4, 6.
2.
1, 2. No. 2, 4, 6.
4.
1, 2. Well, looks like we've turned most of them over. Yeah, I don't think we can do any better than that. So we've shuffled the pack, dealt off some cards. You've mixed them up and turned a load over, and there's still some actually not turned over. All those there that you did turn over. But what's interesting, and I said we would try and create a moment of coincidence, what you've actually managed to do is sort out a nice royal flush.
Ah, cool.
Thank you. All right. Okay. That was just a bit of fun, just to get us warmed up. So, Holly, if I was to say to you 3.14159265389723846, what would that mean to you?
Did you just do pi?
It's pi, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, pi. Okay, so, Holly, I've got a little booklet here, which is pi to 30,000 digits. And we've made a compromise here in producing this book. We got rid of the 3 at the beginning, so it just starts 14159265385. If anybody knows pi to about 50 places, have a look down that page, and you should be able to remember, if you can remember it, Okay, so Holly, what I've been trying to do is remember pi to 30,000 digits. Now, it's been a hard ask, and I may have or may not have been able to do this, and it's going to be a little bit tricky to prove this over Zoom. So what I've got is I've got a close-up camera there, so we can see the book. Yep. Okay. So, Holly, got a bit of paper, and Tommy, I know you got a bit of paper as well, and I'm going to, okay, if I go to my overhead now. So, Holly, give me any page number.
15.
15, you sure?
Yes, I like that number.
15, yeah? 15, 15, 15. So, oh dear, this is tricky. 15, page 15. Yeah?
Yes.
I'll stop there, but I have a page 15. So if we go to page 15, 13, 14, 15, and have a look at the top of page 15. There we go, page 15. 617853. 785, yeah. Yeah. I could have gone on, but I just don't want to bore everybody. Holly, give me any 3-digit number.
Any 3? Okay.
Here's a 3-digit number. Yeah.
215.
So, yep. 215. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So, bear with me a second. I want to go to that camera there. So, 215. So, page 36, line 7. Let's just go to page. I'll just go through here so you can see that every page is different. They're not repeated. It's pi after all. Okay.
Okay.
So page, what did I say? Page 36, wasn't it? Okay. I'm going to go do it on the overhead. and then show it on the close-up. So you can see page 36. Yeah.
Yes.
Page 36, line 7. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's page 36.
Oh.
And if we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, line 7, and there we go, somewhere in there. You should. Oh, there we go.
I see it.
215. 215 is in there.
Very cool.
We're going to try something a little bit more. Try something a little bit more difficult, because this is not just memory. This is well, you'll find out what this is. So
Okay.
I'm going to put the blindfold on, because you're going to choose a page, but you're not going to tell me what the page number is, and then you're going to write down. So we won't go on the top line. We'll take the bottom line. Okay, well, you know that I could get a top line. So and rather than try to find one in the middle, which it'll be difficult to pull the digits out, so we'll take the bottom line. Okay. So I'm just going to put blindfold on, and you're going to have to help me manipulate the book so it can be viewed.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to take those blindfolds off so I can choose that's the overhead, and that's the up close. Yeah, overhead. Okay. So Holly, actually, let's go to the up close, and then I'll position the book so you can see it. Yeah.
Yep.
There. Yep. Okay. So, Holly, I'm just going to go slowly through the book, and you can just choose wherever you want to stop. And you're looking. Can you see the bottom lines there? I think I was holding it about right.
Yes, I can see them. Yep.
And you can see if I change a page, they will just keep changing. Yeah.
Yes.
There's no repeating on those at all.
Yep, they're different.
Yep. So just say stop anytime you like.
Okay. Stop.
Stop there. Okay.
Yes.
So, and you can choose either side. So this side or that side. Yeah.
Yeah, just can you bring this a little closer so I can get the page number? It's a little blurry.
Closer. That.
Drop it down a little bit.
Down a little bit.
Yep, down a little bit. Down a little bit. Perfect. I got it.
Okay. So you can see the page number
I see
that you want.
Number.
Want that with that side. So whoever, write that down for yourself, and Tommy, your adjudicator, you write the page number down for me.
Did we pick the same page number?
Yeah, the whichever ones. I'll put my finger there or there. Which one do you want?
Okay.
Can you hold it closer? I can't see the page number.
Okay, I want the one that your finger's not on, Tommy.
The one the finger's not on, so that one there.
Okay.
Yep.
I got it.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, can you see all the numbers on the bottom line?
Not anymore.
Hold it down. Yeah, lower it. And a little bit to your left. To your left, a little more. And down. A little more. A little more. And to your left. Because it needs to focus.
Yep, it's perfect. I can see everything.
Yep, thank you. Good.
Okay, so very carefully write the digits from left to right down. Because if you get them wrong, it'll look like I've got them wrong.
I'm double checking myself here because I have horrible handwriting. I'm trying to write nice. And I'll write it bigger. Okay, good. I got it.
Yeah. And Tommy, you got them?
I have it too. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just close the book up. There's no way I can know what page it is. I'll just do that, so it's not even holding the page. And let the blindfold off. Okay. So can you give me the numbers from left to right in groups of 5? I'm going to write 3 rows of those 5 numbers. So, yeah.
Oh, you want me to give them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 9, 3, 6, 2.
Okay.
Next one is 8, 7, 0, 7, 2.
Okay.
Then 5, 1, 7, 4, 9.
51749. Yeah. So
Right.
59362, 87072, 51749. Is that
Yes.
correct, Tommy?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is on page 59.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the easy bit. Okay. So that side's blank, by the way. I'm going to just go to that camera there and hold that up there. Now, have you got a calculator? Yeah. Okay, or just a pen and paper. You can do this, Matt. Just add those 5 rows up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I've done it already.
Slow. Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
To double check.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me check. Yep.
Okay. So, Holly, what number have you come to?
Oh wait, I may have did this wrong. I added each row down that was I did.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so I got 18, 17, 10, 17, 13.
No. So you've got 3 rows added up as a sum. 59,362 plus 87,072 plus 51,749.
Oh, okay. I totally did that really wrong. Sorry, I was doing the rows. Hold on. Kevin, I am not that smart. I'm gonna get a calculator for that. Hold on.
Unless
Tommy beats me to it. Hold on.
Right.
I'm going to switch the picture-in-picture off so you can see I'm not doing anything.
No, we trust you. Well, I trust you. I won't speak for Holly, but I trust you.
I don't trust myself. Hold on. Come on, guys. Okay. All right. I got it.
Yep.
Yes. Tommy, you
what
have
you
it?
got? Go on, what have you got?
I have 1,900,198,183.
Like that?
Yes, that. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I don't know how you did that. I can't even add. I need a calculator. You can do it twice.
Thank you, Holly. That was wonderful. Thanks for your help. And I'll bring Dr. Michael back.
Yay. Wow. Thank goodness for calculators, huh, Kevin? I was worried there for a second because if the audience assistant messes up, then it potentially messes up your effect. But all worked out, and the amount of mental muscles required is just unbelievable. So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked everyone else, everyone who was present: cards or coins?
Yeah, I knew there was something on my nose that was getting in the way. No, it's cards, actually. It's cards.
I was going to say it could also be chips as well, and not potato chips, but gambling chips.
I like the look and the feel and the as you said, the shine and the sound of coins. but I'm not particularly good with doing anything. I do a few things with coins, and it's something I may attempt to get further into because they are lovely little items. Yeah,
Yes,
these are
they are indeed.
Kennedy quarters, which I like. Yeah.
And gambling chips you've been known to play with as well.
Yes, yeah, yeah, I do like gambling chips,
Yeah, I
and
love the sound. I love the sound as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And the colors and the tactileness of it all. It's
But
wonderful.
yeah, but given the choice of the two, obviously cards or coins, it would be cards. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That was so funny the way that
Tarot cards using the likey language.
Yes. I love cards myself. I'm partial to cards, but uh, for matrix, for coin assemblies, I love that. I love the combination of cards and coins. You're so busy, Kevin. You probably don't realize how busy you are, but you are busily producing and co-hosting with Rabina the Enchantress the Wednesday night Open Mic Magic Theater, which I want to briefly remind everybody of because I've been
Absolutely, yeah.
basically talking on and off the whole show about it. What time is it on Wednesdays?
That one. So
That's the one, the very one.
yeah, so that's on. Now it all changes for 3 weeks because it's 9 p.m. UK time, but because you lot over there have decided to do daylight saving 3 weeks before we're going to do daylight saving. It's at a different time for the next 3 weeks. So it's 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific instead of what it usually is. So for the next 3 weeks, 9 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, I
To
thought I
be
had a
specific.
stroke there for a moment.
Pacific to be specific. Yeah.
So, in other words, I just have to remember that it's an hour later for us. So usually it's at 1 p.m. on the West Coast time, so it'll be 2 p.m. and so forth. Instead of
And,
4, it's
and
5 p.m.
in
Eastern.
Australia, it is 9. So I don't know if you had going to daylight saving in Australia, but it would be normally 8 a.m. I think. Yeah, I think it's 8 a.m.
Worth getting
Sydney
up
time.
for.
Well, Sydney time, that is. I don't know,
Worth,
there are about 3 or 4 time zones in Australia, including a silly half-hour time zone in the south that encompasses Adelaide. So it's half an hour different to Melbourne, I think. It's
Wow. That's worth
complicated.
writing down. That's worth writing down to remember.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Say folks want to get in touch with you, Kev, how can they?
The ukmentalist.co.uk or the ukmentalist.uk. You can leave the .co out if you want.
Very good. Very,
Yeah.
very good. We'll look forward to the Wednesday night show coming up in just a few days' time. And well, this show will
Don't you
get
have
out.
something? Don't you have something tomorrow
I
night,
do,
Dr. Michael?
and I do, and I'm so glad you asked because I did prepare a little a little thing. Tomorrow at this very same time at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK, we've got my weekly show. Oh, Kevin disappeared. Thank you for that, Kevin, by the way. The Magical People Live show, and we'll be featuring a personal friend of mine. Although we haven't spoken in more than 30 years, we reconnected on Facebook. It's Susie Maloney. She's a horror writer, a script writer, and a lot more. And if she's as crazy as she used to be back when, I imagine she's mellowed. That might be a bit of a challenge for her if she's watching tonight. Let's see if she's mellowed at all on tomorrow's show. So, Susie Maloney, horror writer, script writer, and general bon vivant. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK time. Magical People Live. I want to take this time to thank everybody who appeared either on tape. Um, it shows you what century I'm from, guys. On tape, digitally, virtually. It was the great Paul Abbey from the UK, Peter John from the UK, John Huxtable from the US, myself from Canada, John the Great from the UK, Rubina the Enchantress from the US, Tommy Burnett from the US, and last and certainly not least, Kevin Peel from the UK. And just a reminder, we're here the first Friday of every month, same time. Join us on live. Well, you can join it's not as fun as getting your virtual ticket. However, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. New York time, and 9 p.m. UK time. The UK time might change in a month, but we'll inform you. And watch the live stream as well if you dare on Facebook. Want to thank you all once again for joining us this day. We'll see you all really soon. Thank you.